To me, Minecraft is synonymous with my life. The good, the bad, and everywhere in between. It's been the only thing I've enjoyed consistently enough to rival my passion for art, so it means as much to me as that. And I've been drawing for 12 years as of writing this. So, Minecraft. It was released in 2011. I was around 7, and I remember the first time I was ever exposed to Minecraft was through Captain Sparkles' Hunger Games videos. I don't remember how many I had seen, but I do remember so badly wanting to play Minecraft. I don't know how long it took, but the first time I vividly remember playing was maybe in the 3rd grade, probably. My mom rented it from the Redbox, and I played the first tutorial world, or at least the first one that I remember playing. I have such a fond memory of that day. I stayed in the house closest to the lake, looking out the window as the sun started setting, counting the pixels on the glass, and waiting for the night to pass by. I had also gone to the sad little castle and ended up in the basement of sorts. There was a section with some water that I believed went to open ocean. There was a crafting table, and I think I had some wood on me. I wanted to make a bucket, but being the dumb little 3rd grader I had no idea how to go mining. So I made a wooden bowl instead and tried collecting the water that way. Of course, got mad when it didn't work, so I left and wandered around. Somehow I ended up on the hill across the lake, if it was even that, or I had wandered too far, but either way, I fell into a hole and got stuck in a dark cave. I was stuck on a single block by the wall, with sandstone above me and the dark abyss below. I was horrified. I tried breaking the sandstone, but normal sand just fell in front of me and into the darkness. I think I had ended up restarting the game out of fear, but that was the most surreal feeling ever, and I haven't stopped playing since. And with that out of the way, I wanted to talk about Minecraft itself. As everyone else has said before, Minecraft is such a simple game, with basic mechanics that thrives off creativity. Me, being the creative person that I am, was unsurprisingly drawn to it. Even though I very much prefer playing on Java now, I grew up with the Xbox 360 version. We all know about the tutorial worlds, right? Well, we never had the full version, so I would exclusively play the tutorial, and it was always so eerie yet oddly comforting. From the first simple town to the big city or castle, it was always too empty, liminal, if you will. Structures that had to have been built by someone, yet nobody was there, aside from maybe a villager or farm animal, but they couldn't build. It was always such an interesting experience exploring the tutorial by myself, nothing but me and the disembodied voice teaching me how to play. And I say voice because instead of text, I always imagined my character in the game itself popped into existence and needed to learn how to live. Of course, with later versions, as my younger siblings got older, we played together. It was fun, and we had goals, but it was never really the same being alone in such a big world with no one else to confide in. 'Cause even the voice went away eventually. Okay, so I'm cutting this part into 2 sections, old MCYT and new MCYT. I grew up watching old MCYT. The Minecraft community on YouTube was the one thing that was consistent in my life growing up. Moving to a different state, going to different schools, moving apartments, houses, new friends, new neighborhoods. It sounds so silly, but no matter where we were, I always had those content creators to fall back on and enjoy. I had the various fandoms I was a part of, and new friends I made online because of them. Even if we're no longer the closest or speak anymore, they are the best friends I could have asked for at that time. And I regret close to nothing. I have so many fond memories of writing fanfiction, making OCs, and drawing all of it. As I grew older, I started to enjoy certain creators less, and eventually stopped watching them at all. I had gone through a phase of deleting all my accounts and subsequently getting rid of a chunk of the work that I was once so proud of. I regret that. I wish I could see all my old writing and drawings. I was only able to recover so many things that I'd missed, but the rest is far gone. No, We were talking about Minecraft YouTubers. Where was I going with this rant? Well, as far as those creators go, they inspired me to create my own things, and they still do, which is the part of the reason why I'm making this video in the first place. I know that in these recent years, being a content creator online is one of the most sought out jobs of this generation. Of course, I am a part of that group that does want to be a creator full time. And I just wanted to mention I've wanted this job since I was about 6 years old. So I think I've had enough time of not really doing anything about it until now. Which is a perfect segue into new MCYT. The second generation of Minecraft creators has been met with very mixed opinions. The first creator I was exposed to was Wilbur Soot. And to start off, I had no idea he was in any SMP for a good year after I started watching his videos in late 2019, I believe. And I had never joined a single stream until much after that. Granted, I had a whole hyperfixation on some certain shonen anime for at least 2 years. So that was taking up most of the space in my brain, which is a whole other video for another time. But I got interested in the Dream SMP because of my best friend around February 2021. Shout out to Maya for that. I know you'll be watching this video. Anyway, I loved the Dream SMP. I'm not afraid to admit it was amazing, in my opinion, at least. It took the concept of Minecraft roleplay, which I already had a deep love for, and made it into something unique to only that server at the time. I had missed the big lore events that happened during my birthday, actually. It was the election, I think. But that didn't stop me from trying to consume everything that wasn't the actual streams, because I honestly couldn't be bothered to find them in order, if there were any VODs at all. It was, well, what the fans called, you just had to be there when it was live kind of thing. But in any case, I thoroughly enjoyed it all. I know new MCYT was mostly not even on YouTube, at least for the bigger creators who mostly streamed on Twitch, but that's basically faded now with Hermitcraft rising into the spotlight as the Dream SMP slowly dies out, and my intrigue along with it. I'm sure you've heard everyone talk to death about how good the original soundtrack by C418 is. Of course, I'm inclined to agree. The silence in Minecraft is deafening. So now and then, when a track starts playing, it feels nice, comfortable even, especially with single player. Just you and the music. It's almost intimate in a way. For anyone who got to experience that, myself included, we have an enamoring memory of the music because of that, and I think that's part of the reason why we agree it's all so amazing. Don't get me wrong, the soundtrack is beautiful on its own without that nostalgia. That experience just adds its own extra fondness to it. Especially because when certain things elicit a certain good memory, we're almost programmed in a way to cherish it more than we would have without. I love remembering a simpler time when things were just easier and new, but I'm sure everyone else does too. Minecraft is an amazing game, with an even more amazing community behind it. For me, my love for that game has been such a huge part of my life that will never go away. Personally, I don't think the gamer community will die out anytime soon, but you never know. Time really is just a flat circle, especially online. Editor Soda here. This last part won't be edited because it's not really a part of the actual essay, it's just the extras, so enjoy, I guess. And with me trying to organize all of my thoughts, here's some stuff I missed out on, so I'm just throwing it all together here. With my mention of Hermitcraft, I wanted to mention that I had started watching it when Grion first joined. I put less emphasis on Hermitcraft because I didn't join the actual community itself until after losing interest in the Dream SMP earlier this year. I was really just a passive viewer who enjoyed watching it for a few years. Speaking of Grion, I have also been watching him since I was in the 6th grade. He was introduced to me through Sam Gladiator, and I loved learning about building or seeing build battles with him and his friends. I also enjoyed everything he's done since then. He's one of the only creators I've been watching consistently for this long. Originally, I was going to talk about all the creators I liked, but as of still writing this script, I'm trying to get this video done by the beginning of November, which is fine. I'm only recording it now on the 4th, so procrastination is a bitch. I wanted to mention the specific fandoms I was in. For like a good 2 years, I was in Yandere High School from Slime Gladiator and AFMAO's My Shoot series. I did end up watching Minecraft Diaries, but I quickly got over AFMAO and stopped watching at like season 2, I think. On the other hand, I loved Tokyo Soul, which is Yandere High School's sequel series that I didn't last that didn't last very long from what I remember. There were other Minecraft roleplays I enjoyed, like Skyda's Minecraft Zombie Apocalypse one, the Pirate one, literally anything they did I enjoyed. Speaking of Skyda's Minecraft, I thought it would be funny to mention my first exposure to fanfiction was Skylock's fix on AO3 or fanfiction.net back in like the 3rd grade. Maybe both, but I didn't really pay attention to website names. I had no idea that Skylocks was a ship until much later in life, and I vividly remember imagining scenes from those fics, but it's not really enough to describe coherently. I also read reader insert adoption fics for other creators. It was a great time for me personally. I was very blissfully unaware of how well those fics were written, so I loved them all dearly. And I just wanted to be adopted by my favorite creators. Is that too much to ask? With that, I think that's all I wanted to say. Follow my other socials. I make art. I'm very normal and not insane at all on my Instagram story. Links will be in the description. Thank you very much for watching to the end, and subscribe if you enjoyed. I may or may not be making more video essays, but I want to. And it's a lot of work, but I need to make myself do more work. Otherwise, I will just keep procrastinating, and it's not gonna be good. I don't know when the next video will be uploaded. Maybe in another 6 months. But, I think that's all I wanted to say. Again, thank you for watching to the end. This probably won't be very long because I didn't write a long enough script. So anything helps. A like, a comment, even just watching the whole video, helps me a lot. So, again, thank you, and goodbye. Until next time, whenever that is.